sense. So, looking at relationships, Mr. Locario, what do you think it is where a man like? First off, what's your view on cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Like a man that has a woman, he's dedicated to her, whatever the case may be.
Right.
How do you view that when he steps out? And you know what I mean? Do you see that as him not being unhappy, him not living his real self?
Right. Yeah. So the thing is with cheating is that, a lot of guys, I watch some of these videos in the Manosphere and, all those red pill joints and they'll be like, yo, a guy who has options, he should cheat. And it's just exercising his options. See, the problem with cheating is this. When you cheat on a woman, like you have a girlfriend, wife, whatever, when you cheat on her, a lot of guys think that it's okay because what women will generally do is they'll stay sometimes, even though they know their man's cheating, they'll stay. So they think it's fine. The problem is that when you cheat on your woman, right, the relationship is not the same anymore, right? So think about it, look at it like a glass, like a glass vase or some shit, right? Now, when you cheat, the glass vase is getting knocked on the floor in a bunch of pieces. Now, what happens is you could tape it back up together, but it's still the cracks in the vase. That's the relationship now. Your relationship has cracks in it. So what happens is even though the woman is staying, her trust for you is not there as it used to be. So a lot of guys think it's okay. Oh yeah, well, I cheated. She know about it, and we know she found out, and we talked about it, and she's staying. Yeah, she's still there because she still wants the security of having a man, but her trust for you is gone, which is going to cause a rift in your relationship. So what happens is that let's say you had a woman who was cooperative with you and everything was cool and all that other stuff, right? Now, once you cheated, she's still there, but her cooperation level is going to dwindle a little bit. Now you're going to start getting a little bit of friction. Now you see what I'm saying? And that's because you cheated. So what I tell guys is that instead of cheating, understand that if you want to see other women, before this girl becomes your girlfriend or wife or whatever it is, let her know, hey, listen, you're my woman, we together, but from time to time, I might step out and hook up with somebody else. Doesn't mean I don't love you. You're my woman. We together. I'm just letting you know because I want to be honest with you. Now, when you do that and the woman is like, all right, cool. What happens is that your girl might still get a little jealous. Your girl might still feel, but what's going to happen is she's going to still have respect for you because part of what happens with cheating is, and the reason why you get that resistance or friction in your relationship later on down the line is because the woman's trust in her man is directly tied to his word. So if the word is, I'm not going to cheat because you're in a monogamous relationship, meaning because as soon as you're in a monogamous relationship, you're basically saying, I'm not cheating. So that's your word. Even though you may not verbally say it and literally say it, that's what you're saying when you get in a monogamous relationship. I'm not going to cheat. So what happens is that by cheating, you're going back on your word. As soon as you go back on your word, that's when the woman doesn't really trust you because now the security she felt by being with you as a man is broken. Do you see what I'm saying? And so she'll still stay with you because you're there and she understands how difficult it may be to find another man, which is why most women stay with cheating, because it's more difficult to find another man who's going to be consistent with her. And so she's like, I'm going to just stay with this guy. But there's still the chink in the armor because you cheated. This is why I tell guys, don't bother cheating. And even if you feel like you are about to cheat, it's better, and this is the thing, it's better to tell your woman, hey, listen, we got to have a conversation. We've been together for 5 years. I never cheated on you, and I never wanted to cheat on you because I thought that was wrong. But I'm going to be honest. There's a woman I saw the other day. We had a conversation. Nothing happened. But I'm starting to think I may want to hook up with other women on the side. You see what I'm saying? Like it has to be that way. If it's not that way, your relationship is not going to work long term. And that's what a lot of guys don't understand is that either one or two things are going to happen. When you cheat on her, she's going to break up with you, right? And that's least likely that's going to happen. But the most likely thing that's going to happen is you're going to stay with that woman for a longer time, but your relationship is going to be miserable drip by drip. It's gonna slowly become terrible, and you're not even gonna realize, like, why is she tripping? It's because remember that time you cheated 5 years ago? She's still going off of that. That's the thing. You see what I'm saying?
Because she lost the trust in you. She lost the respect. So, like you said, the boss, great fucking example. Looking at that boss, it can still be beautiful, but she can't help but see all the cracks,
Exactly, and that's
regardless of how beautiful it is. You know what I mean?
right. That's what happens. And a lot of guys think because she stays, everything is all good. No, part of her staying is her still there because of security. A lot of guys don't understand how important consistency and security is for women, because for women, it's very, very difficult for women to have a man in a relationship. See, a lot of guys have issues getting sex. Like, for a lot of guys, they're like, man, it's so hard to hook up with these girls. Hooking up with women is way easier than a woman trying to lock down a man or get a man. It's way easier. So for women, they're like, man, I could either leave this guy and go back out in the wilderness and try to find a new man, which is going to be totally difficult, or I can just stay with him even though he cheated. But once she stays, she's still looking at you side-eyed like, man, you're not the guy I thought you were, but I'll stick around because at least I'll still be in a relationship. At least I'll still be a wife. At least I'll still have a man here. But now when you say, hey, you wake up in the morning, hey, can you make me some eggs? I'm tired. Can we just, like, she giving you assistance. You're like, yo, why she? So that's what happens. It's terrible.
Damn. So why do you think it is that men, it seems like something in our brain tells us it's easier to keep shit away. Like, I can go to the club with my partners. She know I'm gonna be at the club. Right. I can hook up with this chick. She never know. Why do you think most dudes, a lot of dudes, is taking that route,
right,
opposed to doing what you just said, sitting her down, having a conversation about it?
Right, because the thing is, they think it's the funny part. They think that the woman generally will care about the sex or care about the hooking up, and that's going to make her mad, and she's not going to go for that, and she's going to be upset, blah, blah, blah. Again, like I said, there can still be jealousy and all that other stuff, even if you tell her and let her know what it is. But the key is not that she's really mad about the sex. Women are mad about being deceived. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. So the thing is that a woman will say, you know what? If you say to her, hey, listen, this is what I'm trying to do, right? The respect level that she has for you will still be there, which means she's still gonna cook you those eggs in the morning. Even though she's still in the back of her head like, man, like, I'm kind of jealous he hooked up with that other girl. But what's gonna happen is that because she's seen that you still stuck to your word and didn't cheat, then what's going to happen is, which means she wasn't deceived. You see what I'm saying? And she still trusts you because you came to her and let her know what it's going to be. Now, even though her emotion is feeling some type of way and jealous of whatever, if that's the case, the respect is still there. Because this is the thing about a woman's emotion, and women know this too. Women know that they're going to feel how they're going to feel, but it's also going to pass. But what's not going to pass is her not trusting you. That's going to stay. Do you see what I'm saying?
That's
so it's better to let the emotion pass than to let the disrespect stay. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's the part that guys don't understand, because they're like, man, well, I'm going to hurt her feelings if I tell her I want to see other women. Fine, that's fine. Let her feelings be hurt for that hour when you told her. Let her feelings be hurt for that day, right? Versus you cheat and she finds out, and the disrespect lasts for the rest of your relationship.
The rest of your relationships. And I know a lot of guys, Mr. Locario, that kind of frame it as, I don't want to lose her.
Right.
Like, this is the one I want for sure.
Right.
If I tell her, she gonna leave. So I'm gonna just keep it to myself.
Right. And the thing is, this is the funny part. If you cheat on her, right, and she finds out, you're still gonna lose her even if she stay. See, I don't want that to get past your head. So the woman that you're with isn't going to be the same woman after the cheating. Because before you cheated and she trusted you, she was on point, she was cooperative, she was doing all these things. And what happens is that as soon as you cheat and she finds out, you lost her already. Even if she's physically there and she's there with you, you've lost the actual woman that you married or was in that relationship with, because her mindset is different now. So she's essentially a whole nother woman. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of times what happens is that guys don't really notice the uncooperative behavior, until later, because sometimes at first it's subtle. And then it becomes a thing later. And this is why sometimes when your girl is mad at you, right, she'll bring it up. She'd be like, oh, but, and why don't you go, have sex with that girl like you did the other time? And you're like, yo, that was like 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but she trust me, she holds on to that stuff. Women, they don't forget. They still have it in their back pocket and all that other stuff. So understand that you lost her anyway. So it's better to actually let the woman know. And this is the thing. You might let the girl know, hey, listen, I want to see other women. And she might leave you. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you don't say anything and cheat and she finds out, then she's going to leave
on anyway.
She's either going to act different in the relationship, or what's going to happen is her acting that different in the relationship is eventually going to be the demise of your relationship anyway. So if it don't end now, it's going to end 5 years from now because of all of the turmoil that's going to bubble up later on down the line. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Click the link below or go straight to mr.locario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.